Hey everybody, this is Captain Phillip with Airworthy Tours, your guide in the sky. And today we're taking a tour of San Francisco. Now we have a lot of history and points of interest to cover. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the tour. San Francisco was originally founded in 1776 by Spanish settlers and became a part of the United States at the end of the Mexican-American War in 1848. That same year, gold was discovered in the California foothills, kicking off the gold rush. In 1849, a year after gold was discovered, the population grew from 1,000 to 25,000. The gold rush would develop San Francisco into a financial hub for the West Coast, so much so that during the Great Depression, not a single bank failed in San Francisco. In fact, business was so good that the city constructed the Golden Gate Bridge and the Oakland Bay Bridge during the Great Depression. As of 2021, there are 38 Fortune 500 companies in the San Francisco Bay Area, including the tech giants of Apple, Google, Netflix, Tesla, and Facebook. With San Francisco being the capital of the global tech industry, it has become the world's most influential city of the 21st century. Other notable companies headquartered in San Francisco include Wells Fargo, Uber, Lyft, Visa, Charles Schwab, StubHub, Twitter, Airbnb, Square, Reddit, Yelp, Levi Strauss & Company, and Salesforce. Ahead is the Salesforce Tower. Standing at 1,070 feet, it is the tallest building in San Francisco. However, a couple of companies have moved their headquarters out of the Bay Area, such as Jamba Juice and Oracle, with many citing high taxes and cost of living. Also, despite the large number of private enterprises in San Francisco, the largest employer is actually the city government. Now, if you're looking to get around, you can always use San Francisco's still functional and operational trolleys. The trolleys or cable cars are the only national historical monument that can move. The trolleys run at a constant speed of 9.5 miles per hour. As of 2021, a single ride on the trolley is $3 for adults and $1.25 for minors and seniors. Ahead is the Coit Tower, which offers panoramic views over the city and the bay. The tower is located in the city's Pioneer Park and was constructed between 1932 and 1933. The tower was funded by the bequest of Lily Hitchcock Coit to beautify the city of San Francisco. It was added to the National Register of Historical Places on January 29, 2008. San Francisco is known for its warehouses and piers. Many of the piers run along the Embarcadero, which is the premier waterfront destination in San Francisco. The numbering starts at the ferry building at the end of Market Street, which is Pier number 1. The piers south of the ferry building are even numbered and are primarily industrial and working piers. In fact, during World War II, San Francisco was a major point of embarkation for supplies and troops in the Pacific Theater. While the odd-number piers are north of the ferry building and contain the more pedestrian and passenger-friendly piers. The odd-number piers serve as almost a large boardwalk where you can catch ferries, shop, and enjoy a meal at a waterside restaurant. Below is Pier 39, which is the most popular pier due to its many shopping and dining options and its sea lions. And from Pier 33, you can catch a ferry and visit Alcatraz Island. Alcatraz was an infamous federal prison from 1934 until March of 1963. The water currents around the island were high at all times, which presumably decreased the chance of an inmate escaping. Now, during this time, there were a total of 14 escape attempts made by 34 prisoners. On June 12, 1962, 3 inmates, Clarence and John Anglin and Frank Morris, escaped the island and were never seen again. However, there is no conclusive evidence on the success or failure of their escape. The facility closed in 1963 due to its expensive upkeep cost. Today, the island's facilities are managed by the National Park Services. Below is Lombard Street, which is known as the world's most crooked street. On average, this 600-foot-long red brick road sees a passing car every 10 seconds. If you want to drive down Lombard Street, make sure you follow its 5 miles per hour speed limit. It's also a major tourist attraction, seeing an estimated 2 million visitors a year. Ahead is the Palace of Fine Arts, originally built for the 1915 Panama Pacific Exposition. It was widely considered as the most beautiful structure at the exhibition. The Palace of Fine Arts is the work of California architect Bernard Maybeck, whose design was meant to reflect that of a Roman ruin. After the fair, most of the buildings, which were never meant to be permanent, were torn down. However, the citizens of San Francisco felt that the structure was just too beautiful to destroy. Thus, it has remained in place ever since. Ahead is the Golden Gate Bridge, which is at the entrance of the San Francisco Bay Area. Constructed between 1933 to 1937, the bridge is 1.7 miles long and stands at 746 feet above the water. Our next video will be on 10 interesting facts about the Golden Gate Bridge, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed today's tour, you can tip your tour guide by hitting the like button. Also, make sure to check out some of our other tours of California here. Thank you for flying with Airworthy Tours, and we look forward to seeing you on our next flight.